ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सम्पाद्य ज्ञानं च विधाय भक्तिं विलोकितो येन समाधिराजः वैराग्यवन्तं सुविचारयुक्तं नमामि योगं शिरसा गुरुं तम्। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। नमो ज्ञानेश्वरा, नमो ज्ञानेश्वरा, निवृत्ति उदारा सोपान देवा, मुक्ताबाई नमो त्रिभुवन पावनी, आद्यत्रय जननी देवांची। Naneshwar Maharaj did Naman. He explained about Vedic Ganapati. Then he prostrated to Saraswati. And in his own heart, he bowed down to his Guru. Then he explained the greatness of Mahabharata. Then he explained the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. And little bit prolonged Namanam has happened. Nivrittinath Maharaj said, start the text. Naneshwar Maharaj started the text. The text was started from the question of Dhritarashtra. And then Sanjaya told him whatever has happened. First, Duryodhana, he went to Dronacharya and did some politics and tried to enrage the heart, the mind of Dronacharya. Then he tried to manipulate all praise Bhishma. And he said, all of you be in your position and protect Bhishma. And meanwhile, he explained all the warriors in Pandava's army, all the warriors in Kaurava's army. Then Bhishma was very happy because he praised a lot. And he just did Garjana and blew the conch. And after that, all the 5 Pandavas along with Bhagwan blew the conch. Difference I would like to highlight here, why I have started from the beginning, because when Kaurava blew the conch, beat the drum and made lot of sound, noise, it didn't affect Pandavas. You see now, all of them, they did lot of noise. Lot of noise was there. The whole world was trembling. But it did not affect the army of Pandava. But when Pandava, they blew the conch along with Krishna, then you see the shloka. Rudayani vyadarayat tumulo vyanunadayan. The voice, the sound or the noise of all the conches of Pandavas could penetrate the heart of all Kauravas. What I would like to tell you here, Kauravas means adharma and Pandava and Krishna means dharma. No matter how big voice, no matter how big criticism comes from adharma, it is not going to shake little bit, even little bit to dharma. But if dharma starts making noise, if dharma becomes aware, then it is going to penetrate the heart of all adharmic people. Nowadays, you see many people were talking on Hindu dharmas, against Hindu dharma. Nothing has happened to Hindu dharma. But if one Hindu starts doing everything, then the adharma people has to run away. So this was the point. Kauravas blew the conch and beat the drums and kettles and everything, trumpets. Nothing happened to Pandavas. But when Pandava blew the conch, it was heavily affected. It was heavily affected the army of Kauravas. First point. Second point. Arjuna said, you took my chariot, you take my chariot in the midst or in the middle of both the armies because I want to see who all are there to fight with me. So this is the best and important quality of a yodha, a warrior, a kshatriya, that he has to closely observe everything. He has to take decisions, he has to make decisions very precisely. Very important. In this regard, I am going to tell you the incident of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. You know, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was a great warrior, everybody knows that. And due to some reason, he had to, come down, and he had to give 23 forts to Aurangzeb because he was continuously attacking from north. And Shivaji Maharaj went to Agra along with his son because he called all the people who have position in his kingdom. And then Shivaji Maharaj was standing at the back. That is fine. And at the end, he gave awards and rewards to everyone. And at the end, he called Shivaji Maharaj. And he gave very petty award to Shivaji Maharaj. And Shivaji Maharaj was very angry. He said, these kind of rewards, every day we give it to our servants, not even our chief minister and ministers. These awards you are giving to me, it is my insult. You are disrespecting me. And he was, the Kshatriyas, they are never afraid of anyone. And when he did this, Aurangzeb was very, very angry. How can someone can talk like this with the king of entire India? And then he said, Shivaji Maharaj has to be there in prison. So I said, okay, fine. So he went into prison. He lived there for a few days. And Aurangzeb was ready to kill him because he was the only pricking thorn in his kingdom. Who? Shivaji Maharaj. And then he decided on Monday or on particular day, we'll kill Shivaji Maharaj. That's all. We are not going to send him back. Otherwise, he will be tough nut for us. Okay. Then Shivaji Maharaj was also thinking day and night because he understood Aurangzeb is not going to leave me, not going to free me. Then he said, what to do, what to do. And Shivaji Maharaj remember the story of Lord Krishna. When Lord Krishna was in the jail, Lord Krishna had to go to Devaki, and there he has to go to Gokul. And how to go? The prison is locked and all the people are around. How to go? Still, he said that Vasudeva took Lord Krishna in one basket, and through the river they could go. Somehow he recollected that story. Now Shivaji Maharaj said, I have to do the same thing. What I have to do? I will, pretend that I am sick. This is Shivaji Maharaj thinking. I want to tell you how the Raja should be, how the Kshatriya should be. Then Shivaji Maharaj said, I will pretend that I am sick, and for my betterment, I would like to distribute some sweets to beggars, to workers, to shopkeepers, to all people who are poor. And he asked Maharaj that, can I, for my recovery of health, can I distribute sweets? Aurangzeb said, yes, you can distribute. So what they did? They made big boxes to distribute the sweets. And one day, Shivaji Maharaj thought that now I have to sit in one of the big box of a sweet and I have to escape from this place. Shivaji Maharaj was every day observing the people, those who are checking the boxes. Is sweet only going or something else is going through that boxes? Everybody, every day they were checking. But 20, 30 days, every day who will check? It is sweet only. And Shivaji Maharaj took that advantage. He sat in that big box and they escaped from that place. This is called Nirikshana. Nirikshana. And you know, Sambhaji Raj, his son was also there. Then he said, my son can't travel from Agra to Maharashtra on the horse. Then Shivaji Maharaj was very intelligent. He just made one rumor, spread one rumor that while traveling, Sambhaji Maharaj got killed. Because he couldn't travel so far, he got killed. What I want to tell, when Arjuna asked Krishna, please take my chariot in the midst of both the army, it means he is also Daksha. And he wants to see who all are there and with whom I can fight. It means physically they are ready to fight. But I want to see closely, are they mentally also prepared to fight with me? One point. And the word was used that from the army of Kauravas, many people joined Kauravas and they did not want Swarga or some higher result. Priya Chikir Shavah, just for sake of love, they were fighting from the side of Kauravas. So this is how the king should be. This is how few things which has to be taken care. Now, what happened? He said, you take my chariot in the middle, and he saw all his putran, potran, sakhims, tata, acharyan, everybody he saw, and he was encompassed by compassion. One incident I wanted to tell you, that's all. Jaya upakara hote ke, this verse we saw. So he was, under deep compassion. In different state he went to. He said, I have done favor for so many people and they are standing against me. This is unbearable. I can't bear this. What happened once Duryodhana and Gandharva, they started fighting together. And Gandharva was stronger than Duryodhana. And the Duryodhana got caught and Gandharva took Duryodhana to Gandharva Loka. Now Yudhishthira asked, all Kaurava went and asked Pandavas, without your help, we can't do anything. Then Yudhishthira asked to Arjuna, how many of us we are there? He said, 5. Yudhishthira said, no. When we are against each other, Kauravas 100 and we are 5. But when they are against, when they are against Kauravas also, then we are 105. Means if we fight with each other, we are different. But if somebody attacking our family, we are together. You know now what I want to tell. Beautiful message is, when somebody is attacking on our family, no matter how much discrepancy is there between two families, they should come together. This is what happens. And this is why we all are suffering. So when some another family attacks on my family, whole family should be together. Or if one village is attacking on another village, then full village should be together. There should not be any discrepancy in the village itself. If one nation, I'm going to nation directly, no time, one nation fighting with other nation, then we should forget the enmity within our states, because we stand as one nation. This is the part I want to tell you. So Gandharva, he took Duryodhana. Arjuna himself, he went and fought with everyone, brought back our Duryodhana. So Jaya upakara kele. Duryodhana did upakara on Duryodhana, and Duryodhana himself standing against Arjuna. These all things we have seen little bit. See, this much deep we can go, but then Naneshwari will be aside. There is each explanation of each and every word. There is explanation of each and every comma and dash, everything, dot also. There is a lot of explanation. If you go that deeper, we can't do that. Apadi Rakshile, and Arjuna protected few people in Apada, like Virat Raja. He protected Virat Raja also. There is another scene that when they were in hibernation, some another king attacked on Virat Raja. And there was one young boy. He said, I am going to fight with everyone. And he just had armor on his body and he started going. Who will drive my chariot? Oh, Bruhannada. Arjuna, who was there in the disguise of Bruhannada. You come, you drive my chariot. And both of them, they went in the field. He was new. A young boy, what he knows. And when arrow started coming, then he said, let's go back. I can't fight with this many people. Arjuna said, Yuddhe chapya palayanam. This is very painful if a Kshatriya goes back from battlefield. This is true. You should have the, what they say, cuts here and there on your front. You should not have cuts and the things on your back. Kshatriya should have cuts here and there. Let my heart penetrate. Let my blood come from my heart. But my blood should not come from my back. Yeah. This is told by some Acharya that when earlier day Kshatriya used to go for fight, all the ladies would stand in the door, and when the Raja comes, if they have what do we say? If they have cuts here and there, they will welcome their king. If they have cuts on their back, they will say, go back. Don't come to our house. Because Kshatriya should not run away from the battlefield. He said, let's go back. I can't fight with them. Arjuna said, you just sit at the back. I will fight with them. Arjuna single-handedly conquered everyone. Apadi Jaya Rakshil. And Viratadi Raja also were standing there. So you see, he went in the midst. He saw whomever he did favor. He saw whomever he saved, all are against me. Oh, some are against me, some are with me. Everybody is going to die because war is not a joke. So he was perturbed, perplexed in his mind. Now, chalo, we have to start. Then what? So many things to discuss and tell. Let it be. Then what happened? Krupaya paraya vishtaha vishidannidam abravit. This is the shloka. So what happened? I will do Vigraha. Krupaya paraya avishtaha vishidan idam abravit. Anvaya paraya krupaya avishta. Paraya krupaya avishta vishidan idam abravit. Means paraya krupaya, with great compassion. Para means shrest, and para pare paraha, param pare paraha, paraya parabhyam parabhi. Paraya, with great krupa, compassion, avist, he was overcome. He was overwhelmed by the highest level of compassion. Very beautiful point is conveyed here. I will highlight that. Vishidan, and he was in sadness because I have to kill now everyone. And that was very painful. He was not ready to do that. Vishidan idam abravit, and he said following things. What he said, that we will see. Let us see the Krupaya Parayavishta. Beautifully, Naneshwar Maharaj has explained. Tethamani gazbaz jahali आणि अपैसी कृपा आली तेने अपमाने निघाली वीरवृत्ती. तेथमनी गजबज जाहली आणि अपैसी कृपा आली तेने अपमाने निघाली वीरवृत्ती. You see the difference. When he was with Krishna and he was not ready to fight, then he said, let me see who all have come here to fight with me along with this crooked Dhritarashtras. I want to see them. Kairmaya saha yodhavyam asmin rana samudyame. He said, I am going to fight. And when he saw his father, when he saw his grandfather, children, that maternal uncle, gurus, and then Mani Gazbaz Zahali, he was perplexed in his mind. You see how the thought changes, and when the thought changes, it changes our attitude, our action. तेथ मनी गजबज झाली आणि अपैसी कृपा आली, and suddenly the compassion arose in mind. He should be very enthusiastic, vigorous, with full zeal he should fight with Kaurava. But apayasi krupa ali, suddenly apayasi, on its own the compassion came. Okay, what is the disadvantage in that? What's wrong in that? Tene apamane nigali veeravrutti, and compassion came, and insult of veeravrutti has happened. There is veeravrutti, okay, veeravrutti, a valorous thought, a brave thought, okay, and there is karuna vrutti, compassion thought. So when compassion thought came, the valor thought got insulted and it left the place. Tene apamane nighali veeravrutti. Veeravrutti nighali. Karuna vrutti ali. So krupa vrutti came, compassion came, and the valor vrutti went away. My God. Example you have, if you see the what level of example is given, you will understand how the Dnyaneshwar Maharaj puts the concepts. Jia uttama kulechiya hoti आणि गुणलावण्य आथी, तिया आणिकी ते न सहाती सुते जपने. जिया उत्तम कुळीचिया होती आणि गुणलावण्य आथी, तिया आणिकी ते न सहाती सुते जपने. Now two vrittis are there. One came, another went. Simple. Compassion vritti, compassion thought, or compassion thought and brave thought, valor thought. So when compassion thought came, brave thought went away. How beautiful example. Uttama kulichiya hoti, high born woman. Uttama kul, her clan is very pious. Uttama kul, like Sita. Uttama kula is there. Ani gunalavanya athi, and she has great qualities and she has beauty also. A woman who has great lineage, great clan, great ancestors, great qualities and beauty. Tiya anikite na sahati sute japane. Such woman will not tolerate na sahati. Whom? Anikite. They won't tolerate other women. Why? Sute japane, because they themselves are so bright, superior. They won't tolerate other women. Like that. Compassion came, they went away. Now the Uttam Kula lady is there, she won't tolerate anyone. This has happened. Okay, high-born woman cannot tolerate other things. You see that now he is extending the example. Naviye avadi chini. This is from woman's standpoint, from their perspective. One great woman cannot tolerate another woman. Like that, one veeravrutti cannot tolerate with compassion. It started moving. This way you can take, or the other way also. Fine. Navi avadi cheni bhare kamuk nijavanita visare magapadi ve vinanusare bhramala. Okay. Naviye avadi cheni bhare. Now from the standpoint of a man. Naviye avadi cheni bhare, a man who already has one wife. but somehow he liked another woman. Naviye avadi cheni bhare. He liked another woman. Naviye, new. Avadi, love. Bhare, because of that love. Kamuk nijavanita visare. Voluptuous is the given word for kamuk. Kamuk means one who is desirous, lot of lust and passion is there for women. Such person. Kamuk nijavanita visare, and he will forgot his own wife because he wants new and he is mad crazy for that woman. Magapadi Vina Anusare Brahmala, and then he can't, sit quietly in Brahmala, and he will be following his passion, and he will lost in that new woman. And so what Arjuna is there, and his wife is valor, Parakrama Vritti, and he gave up that wife and he liked another wife, which is compassion. And he was mad after that compassion wife. He forgot completely his own wife, which is bravery. So beautiful. This way only Naneshwar Maharaj can tell this. Nobody can tell this. From the standpoint of woman, one point he clarified. Two vrittis can't stay together because one is very superior, which is that Veera Vritti. He said one man, if he get lost in one woman, and he forgets his own wife. So Arjuna here has lost his heart for compassion, Karuna Vritti. And then has no thoughts, nothing. Next example. This is Naneshwar Maharaj. Ki tapo bade ruddhi, पातलिया भ्रंशे बुद्धि मगतया विरक्ता सिद्धि आठवे ना कि तपो बड़े रुद्धि पातलिया भ्रंशे बुद्धि मगतया विरक्ता सिद्धि आठवे ना. I love this example. There was one virakta sadhu. He had nothing. And somebody came to him. He said, if you don't have anything, do some tapas. What tapas? Just chant Ram, Ram, Ram 1 crore time. He started chanting Ram, 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 Ram. Then tapo bade ruddhi. With the power of tapas, penance, he got Aishwarya, ruddhi. Aishwarya he got. So much he got. Bhagwan came and said, what do you want? You have done this many tapas, these much tapas. What do you want? I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And it continued. And he was before Virakta. He did not want anything. And now, because of tapas, he got everything. Then what happens? When you get, you don't have anything, and on the top of that, you get everything, your thoughts are lost. Naneshwar Maharaj gives another example in 13th chapter. There is one beggar, and suddenly he get lottery of 1 crore. Naneshwar Maharaj doesn't give this example. This is my example. Naneshwar Maharaj gives even better example. There is one beggar and he got the position of Indra, the highest position. Bhanangacha angi ale Indra pada. Bhananga doesn't have anything. Every day he has to beg. For our level, a beggar got lottery of 10 crores. He will go mad. He will forget that I am beggar. Pataliya Bhramshe Buddhi. And then, with the help of tapas, he got so many Aishwarya, so many things. Pataliya Bhramshe. Pataliya means once he get that, Bhramshe Buddhi, he becomes a crack fellow. Magataya Virakta Siddhi Athavena. And then he forgets what is the goal of my life, and I was Virakta, why I have given up everything. Everything he forgets. Like that, when Arjuna came to the field, he saw all other people and he forgot who he is. Why he had come there, he completely forgot. This is Jnaneshwari. Three examples Jnaneshwar Maharaj gave. One of that woman, another a lusty man, and third one a great sadhu who was virakta, but tapas he did and he got siddhi. You know, sometimes we do tapas, we get siddhi, we may get siddhi. There are so many examples. We don't want to see. Tetha, tetha Arjuna, तैसे अर्जुना तेथ झाले अस्ते पुरुषत्व गेले जे अंतःकरण दिधले कारुण्यासी तैसे अर्जुना तेथ झाले अस्ते पुरुषत्व गेले जे अंतःकरण दिधले कारुण्यासी. Oh ho, and now Jnaneshwar Maharaj is writing a lot about Krishna. He said taise Arjuna teth zahale. Taise means just like one good woman cannot live or tolerate other women, then you see the situation. When a man who is lost in another woman, his situation is different. Or a great Mahatma, he did tapas and he got lot of things and he forgets that the goal of life. Like that, Arjuna also forgot the goal why he came to the battlefield. Arjuna also forgot that what is Veera Vritti. Arjuna also forgot that he should not go after Karuna Vritti. And Asate Purushatva Gele, Jnaneshwar Maharaj, he said he is not man anymore. This is the difference between man and who is neither man nor woman. The third gender we say. Manliness left him. He is not man anymore. Is he woman? He is not woman also. He is the third gender person. Why? Because of this Veeravrutti gone. Taise Arjuna tetha jahale aste purushatva gele. Purushatva gele. The manliness left him. Why? Je antakarana didale karunyasi. Je antakarana didale tarunyasi. Because he gave his heart. J means because antakarana didhale, he gave his heart to karunyasi, compassion. He gave his heart to compassion and everything fell apart. He gives the example. Example, there is no shortage of example in the Jnaneshwar Maharaj's literature. So, Siddhanta you see, he was man, but that manliness left him because he gave his heart to Karunya. Now you see the example. Jnaneshwar Maharaj gives the example of different example, but very nice. Dekha mantrajnu barlu jaya magate thaka jaisa sancharu hoya taisa to dhanurdhara mahamohe akadila. Dekha mantrajnu barlu jaya magate thaka jaisa sancharu hoya taisa to dhanurdhara mahamohe akadila. So there is one, a reciter of mantra who can recite mantras. And sometimes what happens if somebody is haunted by some ghost, then we call that mantrajna. Mantrajna, mantram janati iti mantrajna. He comes there and he says some mantra. Om Bhagani Bhago Dhari Om Bhat Swaha. And that the ghost which is there in another body runs away. But Nareshwar Maharaj says, Dekha see mantrajnu barlu jaya. If that reciter of mantras chants that mantra wrong, Om Bhagani Bhugbha, something he chants wrong, then Magatetha Tetaka Jaisa Sancharu Hoya. Nice. When he chants a mantra, the ghost goes away. But when he chants wrong mantra, then that ghost can attack, haunt that reciter itself. Taisa to dhanurdhara mahamohe akadila. Like that, the Arjuna was attacked, overpowered by the infatuation, by Mahamoha. Moha towards family. Moha towards body is moha. Mahamoha, moha towards family, relatives is Mahamoha. Why? Sometimes we say, I will suffer, but my near and dear one should be protected. My children should be protected. That is why relative moha is Mahamoha. So if the mantra, the reciters of mantra says some wrong things, it is going to affect him. Like that, Arjuna also said wrong things. He is supposed to come there and fight with everyone. Arjuna is saying, why I have come here? We should not be here. Why should we kill our own? This is called baralu, blabbering. Blabbering. And this affected him. What affected? Moha. So here Arjuna is mantradnyu. He is blabbering. And Mahamoha is the ghost. Arjuna should Arjuna should dispel the moha ghost by saying, come and fight, I am going to win over you, I am going to get my kingdom back. Instead of that, Arjuna is saying wrong mantras. How can I kill these people? Like that he is saying. So instead of moha going away, moha haunted Arjuna. This is clear now, ji. मनोनी असता धीरू गेला, हृदयाद्रावो आला, जैसा चंद्रकणी सिंपिला सोमकांतो. I love this example. मनोनी असता धीरू गेला, हृदयाद्रावो आला, जैसा चंद्रकणी सिंपिला सोमकांतो. मनोनी, therefore, asatadhiru gela. Asatadhiru gela means what do you say? He had so much dhairya, dhira, bravery. Asatadhiru, that bravery went away. That valor went away. Because he chanted wrong mantra, moha haunted him. Because of that, asatadhiru gela. He was not stable now. Hrudayadrao ala, and the heart started melting. Heart started, thinking in a wrong way. Jaisa Chandrakani Simpila Somakantu. Beautiful example is given. Chandrakani Simpila Somakantu. So there are, sun and sun rays. There is moon and moon rays. And there is called a moonstone. Chandrakari Simpila Somakan. There is moonstone. That moonstone melts when the rays of moon touches that stone. So when moon comes, moon rays touches that stone, it start melting. Like that, Arjuna also started melting because moha rays, thoughts of moha strike or stroke on Arjuna. And he started melting. How? Just like Chandrakari Simpila Somakantu. Somakantu is a stone. And Chandrakari Simpila. Simpila means when it is sprinkled. See, this is a poetry. Jaisa Chandrakari Simpila Somakantu. So when that stone, moonstone, comes in the association of moon rays, it starts melting. Taya pari parthu ati snehe mohitu mag sakhed ase bolatu achyutesi. Taya pari parthu ati snehe mohitu mag sakhed ase bolatu achyutesi. Thereafter, Tayapari, like that. Tayapari means just like moon rays melts moonstone, Like that, Arjuna was melted by what? Moha Sneha. Ati Snehe Mohitu. Because of Sneha, he was overpowered, overwhelmed. मग सखेद असे बोलतु अच्युतेसी. मग सखेद खेदेन सह. With heavy heart. Ase bolatu, he was talking to whom? Achyutesi. Mag sakheda ase bolatu achyutesi. And then sakheda, with heavy heart, being full of sadness, he started talking to Achyuta. You see the word is going. Chuta means what? The one who falls from his position, from his ideals, from his own decision is called, the one who doesn't fall is called Achyuta. But Chuta means what? One who falls. And Bhagwan is here called Achyuta. Means once Bhagwan decides, he is not going to change his mind. If Bhagwan decides after 100 bad words, I am going to chop off his head, Bhagwan will chop off his head. If Bhagwan decides I am going to protect Arjuna, he is going to protect. Like Achyuta. If Bhagwan says, I am going to go away from this world, I am going to depart from this world, he will go away. Achyuta. Chuta means the one who falls, one who changes. Achyuta means who doesn't change. You see how the word is used. Arjuna has changed. He was Dhira first. Now he is Karunamaya. So Arjuna has changed. So she should not change. For that purpose, Achyuta word is given. Okay, beautiful. This is Naneshwari. So many examples we saw. Few more things Naneshwari is going to talk. Beautiful, but we'll see next chapter, the next class. याती कुळ माझे गेले हरपोनी. याती कुळ माझे गेले हरपोनी. श्रीरंगा वाचोनी आणूनेने. श्रीरंगा वाचोनी आणूनेने. किती वो शिकवाल मज वेळोवेळा. किती वो शिकवाल मज वेळोवेळा. मी तया गोवळा रातली. मी तया गोवळा रातली. किती वो शिकवाल मज वेळोवेळा. अष्टभोग भोगणे माते नाही चाड. अष्टभोग भोगणे माते नाही चाड. भक्ती प्रेम गोड लेईले गे माई. भक्ती प्रेम गोड लेईले गे माये. किती वो शिकवाल मज वेळोवेळा. बाप रखुमादेवी वरु जीवीचा जिव्हाळा. बाप रखुमादेवी वरु जीवीचा जिव्हाळा. काही केल्या वेगळा नवे गे माये. काही केलिया वेगळा नवे गे माये. किती वो शिकवाल मज वेळोवेळा. किती वो शिकवाल मज वेळोवेळा. मी तया गोवळा रातली. मी तया गोवळा रातली किती वो शिकवाल मज वेळो वेळा किती वो शिकवाल मज वेळो वेळा ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम 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 कुंडली गवरदा हरे विठ्ठल श्री ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम पंढरीनाथ भगवान की जय माऊली ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज की जय जगद्गुरु तुकाराम महाराज की जय सद्गुरु जोग महाराज की जय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांतिः हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम